everybody.
We're trying to get the right. I almost broke our tripod right before this started, so it's
sort of working.
It's very precariously hanging on. So if it falls in the middle of this broadcast, sorry about that.
Happy Thanksgiving week.
Happy almost Thanksgiving. Hopefully, if you're just wrapping up work and ready for the holiday, or working through the holiday, we sure appreciate you. We are back home in Pittsburgh, spending some days with family here, so we're really excited. It's really cold up here, or it was when we got home this weekend.
And maybe it's just being in Tennessee for the majority of the year, but it just, I don't know, makes Pittsburgh weather feel so much colder.
But it's great to be back. We're excited to just hang out, relax, and eat a bunch of food on Thursday.
So excited. So we're going to jump. We have a lot of, coincidentally, Thanksgiving themed questions here. So we're going to start with those. And let's see. And the messages coming in. Nice to see you all that are here.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hey, Kelsey. I know, 33 days till Christmas. That is crazy.
It feels like such a short. I can't believe it's like almost here.
Hey, Richard. Hey, Earl. So, Kelsey, I'll start with you. You have two questions. First, you said since it's Thanksgiving week, what food are you eating for Thanksgiving? We're doing a pretty standard traditional Thanksgiving. Turkey, mashed potatoes. I call it stuffing.
Some people call it dressing.
We always call it stuffing. I think some roasted vegetables, that kind of thing. Cranberry sauce, love that.
I think Rachel's making some kind of
pumpkin cheesecake dessert that sounds amazing. So yeah, we're excited about that. And then Kelsey had a question that was similar to several people asked this. So Kelsey and Robert Hester and Robert Fitch all want to know, what are you most thankful for?
And I think Chris was also wanting, or was he thankful? Or no, he was also thankful.
Yes, but both Robert Hester, Robert Fitch, and Kelsey wanted to know what we're most thankful for. Hey, Jennifer. So I think I'm just this time of year so thankful for family and friends that are like family. Just so many great people in my life, and so I'm really thankful for that.
I'm gonna say for all of you guys, because it was such a great year. Looking back, we got to put out some new music and so many shows. We couldn't have done any of that without you guys. Being there to watch the shows and listen to the new songs, and being a part of the ride with us. So really just grateful to have all of you. And I think I missed Leanne was on there, and I thought I saw somebody else, but it flew by too fast.
Hey, Brian. But yeah, so that was Kelsey's second question, and Robert Fitch and Robert Hester. And jumping to Robert Hester's question, also he said he wants to use the platform to announce that Spectro Dulce was going to be reopening as a holiday pop-up shop at the Monroeville Mall here in Pittsburgh sometime late next week. So if you want to go check that out, you definitely should.
Hi,
so
Cassandra.
A little shout out there for Robert Hester. Hey, Cassandra. So Neil Lambert says, what was the last thing that overwhelmed your brains? Mine is probably wedding planning, just because we're almost to the home stretch here, so that we're getting last minute details done, and I feel like I'm roping everyone into chaos, so I'm sure that could be your answer too.
It could, that, and mine was actually getting ourselves up here. We had a really busy week in Nashville, and then there was traffic, we were gonna be late, making our flight, the airport was big, it was just, I felt very chaotic, but then nice to be here and relax for the holidays.
Cassandra, my favorite dessert is probably, I'm not a pumpkin pie girl, I do like pumpkin, just not always a pumpkin pie fan, but I love pecan pie, I say pecan. Sorry if that's wrong.
That'd probably be mine too. Although I'm intrigued, even though I'm not a pumpkin person, to try our sister's pumpkin cheesecake, I think is what she's making this year. Because she's the baker of the family. So I'm excited to sample some of that on Thursday.
Hey, Ray. Let's see, Richard Householder, I saw you on here, said, has any of you ever won the Wishbone? That's actually not a tradition. I'm familiar with the tradition, but it's not one that our family actually does. So I can't say that I ever have, because we've never really done it.
I know, I don't think
Does anyone else's family do that tradition? Because I always heard about it, but we just never did it growing up. Let's see. Kelsey, that's awesome.
Yes, we're so thankful for you, and so glad that you're a fan.
Thanks, Sadie. Lon says, hey, Hannah and Lauren, are you cooking anything for Thanksgiving? Hope you, Rachel, and your family have a great one. So thankful I can be part of your musical journey. We're thankful you are on the musical journey with us.
Luckily, we're not in charge of the main event.
Yes.
Our mom will handle that for the
Todd.
turkey. But we usually help with some of the sides.
Dishes.
So, some things that we help prep the night for mashed potatoes and stuffing, and I make salad, which is an easy job. Can't mess that one up.
I'll just kind of float around and wait to be given a job to be helpful, because I'm not really in charge of anything important in the day. I will not be in charge of the turkey.
Mainly side dishes.
Yes.
For our roles in helping to cook this week.
Michael Lee just said, as a shout out, he said, just want to say that Love Breaks All the Rules is a truly remarkable song. Stuck in my head more than Taylor Swift's new releases.
That is a huge compliment.
Thank you. So thank you. And happy Thanksgiving in advance. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I think we've got one more, and
yes.
it's Chris Sarabia says, what is your favorite Thanksgiving dish or dessert? Mine is probably stuffing. I really, really like stuffing.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Mine, mashed potatoes, probably hands down. Even though I eat them sometimes other times of the year, but there's something about Thanksgiving mashed
Tastes the
potatoes
best
that
on
just are the best, in my opinion.
So very Thanksgiving themed Talk to Us Tuesday.
Which, if you know us, food centric is always our great. Actually, ours is not here with us. So we'll have to do a live so y'all can see what guitar we play later.
Yes, Kelsey, it's almost December. Cannot believe that. Hey, Roger. Actually, no one has asked that yet, but we have listened. I have listened to most of Taylor Swift's new album, and there's a lot of songs that I really like on it. I think there's some really good ones on there.
I love, oh gosh, You're on Your Own, Kids, Maroon. Of course, like Antihero. I feel like that one's
everywhere.
Everywhere. It was like all over TikTok. I'm a fan of that too. But looking ahead, we've got some news upcoming next week about some holiday cheer. We typically do the 12 songs of Christmas, so we're going to be having a little announcement related to that coming up here soon. So start thinking of those requests of Christmas songs that you would love to hear us do some covers of during the holiday season. So stay tuned for some news about how that's going to work for this year coming up next week.
Hope you guys have a safe and happy and wonderful Thanksgiving, whatever you're doing. If you're traveling, we wish you safe travels. We hope you all have a wonderful day. If you're celebrating Thanksgiving with us on Thursday. And
oh, wait, hang on.
Oh, let's see. Cassandra, when you start playing shows in 2023, who would you like to open for that you haven't gotten to yet? That's a great question. Oh my gosh, there's so many people.
There's so many good ones. I mean, if we're talking like bucket list, like we could open for anybody. I mean, like someday somebody like Kenny Chesney or something like that would be a favorite. But as far as for next year, I feel like there's so many great. I love Lainey Wilson.
Love her.
So like
She's
if
awesome.
we ever have the opportunity next year to do a show with her, I just am a huge fan of her new album and love her story and her songs.
Yeah,
So
I second that. I'm down for that.
My first choice.
Kelsey, you did your shopping early. I'm jealous. I have not
There's
started
a lot to do.
any shopping. I'm hoping maybe this week I can get some out. Get out there and do some shopping, but we'll see.
Some online sales.
Yes, maybe Black Friday shopping. We'll see how it goes. But we wish y'all a wonderful Thanksgiving and a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.